time. Hoping everybody has a good day. All right, let's see here. Just doing a last couple really quick checks, making sure that everything is all set up properly and good to go. I feel like the music might be just a touch loud. Let me just turn it down a little bit on my end. There we go. Let me keep it the same volume for y'all. We don't need tile indicators on here. Go ahead and also get entity hider going. All right, cool. Let's also clear out the chat box. Nice, nice. Okay. Let's get it started. This is going to be a very chill Wintertodt day today. Not really planning on doing too much, so just going to be sending kills until I get tired of it. Maybe about 2-3 hour stream. I need to get caught up here. What's my current Wintertodt KC? 90. Okay, so see if we can get like 130. 120, maybe. 120 might be a bit more of a reasonable idea. Because like a kill every 5 minutes, so that's 12 kills an hour. Yeah, 30 kills wouldn't be a bad idea to aim for. How far away is the cat from growing up here? Oh wow, this is almost ready to grow up here. Okay. So this will be just a couple rounds, then we'll go get a new cat and head back in. I have to refresh myself on where I am with all my stats and stuff. I need to remind myself that this is a hardcore. I've been playing a lot of my iron recently. I've just been doing a lot of corrupt gauntlet. I tried doing Krill Tsuzaroth task with Zami, but that boss was a little difficult. It got me a little tilted, so I ended up canceling the task. I probably should have kept it. I kind of regret canceling the task, but I don't have an occult on that account yet, so I also feel like the occult would be a good benefit to that, because then I could swap between the Blood Fury and the occult, and also I just think that the occult's a good upgrade in general. Choices, too many choices, too many things to think about. Way too many things to think about, but the good part is that this account, I don't need to put nearly as much brain power into yet. I can just relax, do what I need to do, and as long as I don't die, I should be okay. It is nice being able to go straight into burning the logs. Fletching is nice, but it really is better to just go straight to burning the logs. 35 fletching was a good idea to stop at. Also trying a slightly new playlist. This is a hi-fi playlist, apparently. So we'll see what exactly that means in the context of this music. So far, I like what I'm hearing. This is pretty nice. A little funky. So today's been a bit of a long day. It's been a bit of a long week, honestly. Got a bit sick on Wednesday, so happy I was able to recover from that, but it wasn't a good time. Felt super dizzy, nauseous, all that good stuff. It was definitely not a great time to be me, that's for sure. But I was able to recover and I was able to get better, so that's always the good part. That's what counts. And I definitely want to pick up the pace on this particular grind here. I am thinking of doing a bit of a longer stream tomorrow, just so that way we can get through as much of the Wintertodt grind as possible. I want to get this done probably by like the end of the first week in November or something like that. Just gotta see how the pacing goes. Because we are hitting some good XP per hour rates, but I do want to still ensure that we are able to get to where we need to be. Because that fire making cape is going to be pretty important for this account. Good, I was able to get the pit fixing points. Oh, I think that gave me the points right for the end there too. Nice, nice. All right, now we get to take a minute to breathe. Feel nice and good. Just realized I need to switch to live chat. There we go. I'm kind of sad. The Persona 5 came out today, or came out again today. The Royal for PC came out, and I kind of wanted to stream it, but man, the rules that Atlas are putting on for being able to stream that game are a little intense. Like, there's a copyright thing that I have to put in, which I guess I understand that, but like, it even says in the guide for streaming Persona 5 that you're not allowed to put the Persona music in the actual video itself, which is wild because the music in that game is like one of the major defining characteristics. It's so crazy to me that they just outright ban the usage of their music in a video about their game. Seems a little counterproductive in my opinion, but who knows? I am not nearly as savvy on all that stuff as they are, so we'll see. I'm actually kind of wondering too if it's a good port. I really hope it is. I'm probably going to be playing it tonight after stream, in all honesty, because that's a game that I really enjoy and I really like to play, but I just haven't beaten yet, and I really need to. Because one of my favorite songs of the game I know is from the last boss, but like, it's such a long game. It's like 60 hours to get to that point. Plus, I also don't want to like use any of the DLC personas because I think they're just a touch too strong for the main game. So I want to do it with like the original personas that are in without any of the DLC stuff. which is an added challenge, but I feel like that's a good challenge to impose onto that kind of a game. Maybe on like the second playthrough, if I'm trying to 100% it or something like that, get all confidants, then I'll actually go for the DLC personas. But I feel like just going with the standard stock personas that come with the game already, I that's fine. I've also been doing a lot of thinking recently. Doug, really good content creator, does a lot of stuff with voice commands and video games, and like playing a video game with voice commands or different things that happen if you say certain things. Like he made a video where he played Skyrim, but if he said the word dragon, it would spawn 10 dragons. And he made a video about content creation and his steps that he took to make really good content. And it's been getting me thinking a lot about what kind of content I should be making, because he talked a lot about finding your two skill sets that you're really good at and that you have a lot of enjoyment for, and that you can just do very easily because everybody has two of those. It's just a matter of finding them, and then mixing those two skill sets into one cohesive package to actually make as a video. And it's a super smart idea. It's a super smart plan. It's just coming up with the idea to do that, or coming up with the actual process to be able to get that working, I feel like is super difficult. Also, I just realized my music has been doubled this whole time. I apologize about that. Whoa, what happened to my mouse? What's going on? Okay, my mouse bumped into a teacup that I have, and it just started going crazy. We're gonna move it away from the teacup so that doesn't accidentally kill me, because my DPI goes crazy. But I guess one of the things that I realized that I really enjoy doing is I do really like going into detail about certain things, or like explaining a complex topic in very simple ways, which I think is why I'm really enjoying making that 99 in under a minute series, where being able to condense the information that you need for a either several hour or several 100-hour grind in some cases into a nice little 1 minute package, it's such an interesting, unique challenge to me, and I really have been enjoying doing those. So I'm definitely thinking about what another good skill set that I have that I could mix with that analytical approach that I really like to take with a lot of things. Hi Endorb, what's up? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. We're still at Wintertodt, and will be for quite a bit of time. We are officially 12% of the way to 99 from level 50. So hopefully that number goes up a bit more. We're currently pulling about 250k XP per hour though, so good chance that we actually do get some pretty nice XP tonight. But I also do need to go get a new cat after this round of Wintertodt. And I still don't have games necklaces, so we are going to have to take the walk of shame. I gotta figure out a good way to get my smithing up, because I am getting gold ore. I just need to be able to have the smithing level to process that ore. I could do Knight's Sword, and that would get me up pretty high. I think that gets me to level 28 or 29 smithing, but I need 40 something in order to smelt gold. So I'm gonna have to figure out where to get those extra levels from. That, or I'm just gonna have to figure out, or I'm gonna have to train up my magic a little bit and figure out a good source of law runes, which I have a feeling I know where I can get law runes. There's the Guardians of the Rift minigame, which is a rune crafting based minigame, and you can get law runes from that. I just don't know when I want to start that grind. There's one quest that I have to do before I can do it. Was too sick to focus on D&D. Also had a terrible dream last night. I'm really sorry to hear that. That sounds like you've had a bit of a rough time. Well, hopefully you can come and stream here and just relax and have a nice time, you know? Nice welcoming environment, no pressure or anything. We just are here to have a great time. Have a great time and kill a skilling boss. I was gonna say great boss, but I don't know if this is really a great boss. It's a good boss for sure, but great is quite the definition. Oh, that's super stressful. Yeah, those kinds of dreams are not very fun at all, that's for sure. Oh, light it, light it, light it. Yes, I got the points. Let's go. I thought that was the construction one, the broken brazier. There's a couple like specific particle effects that I always watch out for. And the one that just turns the brazier off versus the one that actually breaks the brazier looks so similar. Like, the one that breaks the brazier is just a lot of snow, but if I see snow on the brazier, I immediately think it's the big one, which I guess is the safer thing. It would be better for me to step away from it whenever I see it rather than just go all in, right? Anyways, how's the fire making? It's going good, going good. So far, we've gotten 3 kills, so nice slow progress. We're getting about that 5 minute per kill average. Actually, it's probably more going to be like 6 or 7 minutes per kill. But yeah, it's going good. Not really too much to say about it. I hope I get some good drops. Like, I hope I get the Tome of Fire really early on. It would just be a bit of a weight off my mind. It's not that it would be like critical, like I have to get a Tome of Fire. If I don't get a Tome of Fire, it won't be that bad. It won't be the end of the world. It'll be annoying, but it won't be the end of the world. But like, I'm not super concerned about it. What would be wild is getting the pet, but since I already have the beaver, I feel like that's asking too much. I definitely feel like that's asking a little too much. How far am I from the next level? I might actually get that in like this trip. So was that 79? 82 is when I actually get the 82 fire making is when I start taking 1 damage from the cold from Wintertodt instead of the 2 that I've been taking. I'm actually thinking once I hit 82 fire making, I'm gonna start trying a couple of solos just to make sure I do a good few rolls to actually get a good chance of getting the pet, getting the Tome of Fire. But I don't want to do that if I'm gonna be taking like a lot of damage per round. I want to make sure I have the safety of only being able to take 1 damage from the cold instead of the 2 or 3 damage that I've been taking. Then again, I am going to only be working with one brazier, so I actually think it doesn't really matter. Let's eat up. A2 firemaking will have your cake consumption. Your waistline is excited. Yeah, definitely. The guy who runs the baker stall at RD is also very excited because I don't have to rob him blind every time I need to do some Wintertodt kills. I'm still gonna rob him blind. I'm running low on cakes. I only have like 25 cakes left. It's kind of low. I think when I go to get my next cat, I am gonna get 100 cakes really fast. That should only be like 5 or 6 trips. This is looking like it's gonna be a 6-kill trip. You just accidentally moved your eyebrows. You might be getting to be able to do that. Nice! Let's go. More control over the muscles in your face is always a great thing. That was the exact thing I was looking to avoid, which is good. I'm glad I was able to get out of the way. The cat was standing in the exact space that I wanted to go, so I had to kind of improvise there. Did my music stop? Okay, no, there it goes. Let's see, I've done 4 kills so far. I have 85k fire making XP, so I'm getting a little bit over 20k experience per kill. Okay, so yeah, 2 more kills and I'll hit 79 fire making, which will boost my XP per hour because I will get more experience. I always like how the higher fire making level just makes this go faster and faster. Like I say, we're 12% of the way there. That's just based on pure experience. As we get higher levels, that will go a lot faster. I need to figure out if there's a way for me to hide my concurrent viewer count in YouTube, because on Twitch all you had to do is click it and then it just got rid of it. Main reason why I want to do that is whenever it's a fairly low number, I don't want that to throw off my mental, because I do notice that if I that if there aren't very many people watching, it does get a little bit discouraging, which is just a mental thing. I got to get over it myself. But one thing that I do like that Twitch had that YouTube, as far as I could tell, doesn't have, is that you could deliberately hide that number, so you just could keep yourself in the dark about what the actual number is. Which, if you're very stat-oriented like I am, doesn't sound like a very good thing, but if you tend to be very emotionally driven with the statistics that you see, it is a good thing to not have to worry about that so much. He'll show you mental does psychic damage. Yeah. At the same time, though, like, I have noticed that whenever something that I do really starts to take off and really starts to pop off, like when I noticed that my 1 to 99 thieving guide was starting to get like a lot of traction, I almost had a full-blown panic attack because I was so like overwhelmed by the amount of support that video was getting. It just caught me completely off guard and completely by surprise. So I don't know, definitely a double-edged sword there. I'm gonna have to really make sure that I look within myself and channel those emotions a little bit better, or just temper those emotions a bit better, I should say. Not necessarily channel them. I don't know, I guess it is just a little overwhelming seeing that much support, because I do think that my content so far is good. It's okay. It's very obviously a new content creator. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like, personally, I have not yet crossed that threshold into what I think is me making really good content. Or really great content, I should say. There's an element that I'm missing, that I'm still trying to search for. Imagine having numbers. Yeah, there. I mean, you do have numbers. But I also will say, even at the size that I am right now, numbers aren't important. They're not that important. Right now, I just need to work on honing my craft. The numbers will follow, but I need to worry about honing my craft first and foremost. Cut from 1 minute to 50 seconds, it'd be great. I actually think the weakness with the fire making video is just like the fact that I kind of leave the last half of the skill as go do Wintertodt, and I'll put a guide out later for how to do Wintertodt. I feel like I could have actually done a really quick guide for Wintertodt within the fire making guide, but there is a lot that goes on with this boss that I do still want to make sure isn't like assumed that people know. So I think that's what's holding that one back. It's just that Wintertodt was a little too thick to include as a guide within a guide. Either way, I'll still be able to get 2 guides out of Wintertodt. Because there's the mass world method, which is what I'm doing now, and then there's the solo world method, which is what I'm going to be doing once I hit a certain point. I don't know. Because I am realizing that the 82 fire making is really only going to help me out in mass worlds, because a part of the way that you do solo worlds is that you only have 1 burner going, and the amount of damage that you take is also dependent on the amount of burners are currently lit at Wintertodt. So that one I need to think about a little bit more. Could always redo it and give it a brief. For a full explanation, check out my Wintertodt guide. That is kind of what I do, though, is I say I will be putting out a Wintertodt guide and we'll link it once it's out. So I do say something very similar to that. I just need to make the guide. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I meant to do that today, and then when I got home, I'm like, I want to try and do the gauntlet on my Iron Man in this game. And that was a mistake because I didn't get anything. So, rip me. Redoing to add some Wintertodt explanation. It's gonna be tough. I only have 4 seconds of wiggle room with that video. It's 56 seconds. My goodness, I am taking a lot of damage here. Okay, yeah, no, I won't be able to get to the number I need. That's okay, we're gonna go ahead and refresh the cat. Okay. Nope. 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 Irrit Seed, though. I think that's a unique. I don't think we've gotten Irrits yet. We have not gotten Irrits. Let's go. Those are after Toad Flax, we're gonna say. Bank is kind of filling out a little bit nicely. I do like the way that this is all looking. Okay, let us grab... We're gonna keep this here. Yeah, we're gonna keep this here. We're gonna grab the Artie Cloak. Yeah, that should be fine. We're gonna grab the Ball of Wool. Okay, and let's Monastery Teleport. Just talk like 5% faster. It gives yourself 4.5 extra seconds. While that is a good idea, I do worry about that approach making the video less easy to understand. Because I already feel like I talk very fast, and sometimes that amount of speed, especially when I'm giving a lot of information, ends up just making things get lost as I explain it. So that is definitely a thought that I've considered, but decided against because I think that it would ultimately make the guide more confusing if I talk faster. And I don't want to force someone to have to like slow the video down just to understand me. That's too much work for me to expect to put on someone who's just wanting to click and watch a quick video. $2.5? Yeah. But no, I definitely, that thought definitely has come across my mind. Also, I accidentally started chasing a cat. You're a civilian? You are a civilian. Give me death runes. Thank you, and we're teleporting. Okay, let's go get a new cat. I forgot to bring money. Uh-oh, I need money to buy a cat. Ooh, nature impling. I really need to start figuring out some teleport solutions. What am I missing? So like I want to do some I think after I do Wintertodt and get 99 Wintertodt, or if I'm just getting bored of Wintertodt, honestly, I might take a break with some Guardians of the Rift. So I can get some runes and some law runes, because runes are extremely nice to have, and I would like to be able to use them in this game. So I do think that that's going to be the next major grind that we do. I just don't know how far I want to take it. Apparently a lot of people just do Guardians of the Rift all the way through to 99. And while I think that would be kind of fun to do, I don't want to subject this account to 2 immediate 99 grinds right away. It just seems a little... It seems a little much for me to stream that. Oh, I forgot to get money. It just seems a little much for me to go from, all right, we're going to do this skilling boss to this skilling boss now. We're going to do it for 100 hours. I don't even know what the XP rates at Guardians of the Rift are. That's going to be a very long boss to get 99 on. Because you don't get nearly as good XP per hour rates. 100 coins, right? I don't know. I guess while we're walking over here, we'll take a look at it. Guardians of the Rift. Let's take a look at the strategies. Or actually, let's take a look at... Are there XP rates? Is that in the strategies? Whoa, you can do solos? Hell yeah. All right, we have a new kitten. We're going to go ahead and just make sure it's super happy here. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Let's just control F XP. Okay, we're just gonna go back to Guardians of the Rift. We're just gonna do Control F, XP. Are there any XP rates? Okay, room crafting level times 45 compared, okay. Okay, I don't see any XP rates that are posted on the wiki, so I'm gonna have to do some more research into that a little bit later. Your advice is stream game, make guides, get fans and friends out of it. Your favorite part, the purring kitten? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am just going to be making guides and streaming the account. I was talking about this a little bit earlier when you came in. But one thing that I want to look into a bit further is something that a really good content creator named Doug was talking about. Where... in his little content creation guide that he put out recently, he talked about how every person in the world has two skill sets. Like someone is really, really good at sports, and they're also really, really good at business. And so they make, and so what they can do is they can mix those two skills into something that is greater. I think I might be crashing someone here. We're gonna go ahead and hop. Just to be courteous, because I have Entity Hider on, and I actually don't know who's here, but the fact that there's stuff on the ground makes me think that there might have been someone stealing, and I would rather not start a fight. So what I'm trying to figure out are what my two skill sets are, and see what I can do to actually make that into a skill mix, and then use those skill mix in my video. I feel like once I actually start figuring that part out, my content's going to get a lot better, and as a result, I'm going to get better as a content creator. But it's really trying to figure out what those two skills are, because what I think one of them is analyzing stuff and getting into like really deep details about it. Like I always like sitting and listening to like lore videos, or I like going into deep dives over the story of a certain world or a story of how things work, and just kind of just get a good idea and feel for the world that has been crafted. I really, really like that. And I feel like a lot of it does have to do with like analytical, like analyzing how things work and how the efficient path goes, because I really do like creating plans and creating ideas. Like for me, early game RuneScape is super fun because it's just back to back to back to back to back constant stuff, constantly going from here to here to here. It's like I want to get this, so in order for me to get there, I'm gonna have to do this, and this. I really, really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I also really enjoy storytelling, but I don't know necessarily how good I am at it. A lot of it has to come with me being a DM, or me trying to be a DM when I started getting into D&D, but it needs more thought put into it. And this is all like very much spitballing. I might have a different answer in like 2 weeks. I think tomorrow I'm actually gonna like sit down, analyze my likes, analyze my interests, and really see if there are very specific things that resonate to me, or if there were things that I didn't really like but thought I would enjoy. See if there was some aspect of it that I did enjoy and focus and hone in on that. And I feel like once I start to learn how my own brain works in terms of my own interests and likes, I can start making videos that are more catered to my interests and likes, and then we'll treat it like the Field of Dreams, you know? If you build it, they will come. Doug? D-O-U-G, D-O-U-G. He's a very funny content creator. I highly recommend checking him out if you haven't yet. One of my favorite videos that he's done is he played Skyrim, but he had a voice command thing going on where every time he said like dragon, it would spawn 10 dragons. And he had a whole list of things that where if he said it like bear, it would spawn 10 bears, giant, it would spawn 10 giants. And it all had to do with like the way that the word was spelled. So if he said like this is sure dragging on, or this is going to drag on, it would spawn a dragon. Or like this is unbearable, it would spawn a bear. And it was super funny video, super interesting. So he's definitely a good guy to look at for that kind of information. I highly recommend checking him out. Sounds like a good way for Doug to level grind. Yeah. Voice activated puns. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's brilliant. He's so good. He's very funny. Okay, how many cakes do I have? I want to get to 100 cakes. We're gonna call that the specific firm number, 100 cakes. 51 cakes. Okay, so 50 more. That's like what, 4 inventories? 3 if I'm lucky. We're gonna get to 30 thieving. It's 25 for fruit stalls, right? I mean, shit, I should just look at my own guide, right? The issue with the stalls is that it just requires 15 Hosidius favor. I only have 5. But the good thing, one of the really good things about Wintertodt is that one of the drops that I've been getting that I've kind of been like not really acknowledging as I've been getting them are saltpeter drops. And saltpeter mixed with compost is hands down the best way to train Hosidius favor. And I have that method unlocked. So we are in the background here actually gaining Hosidius favor as we do Wintertodt. Macro efficient. Recently finally subscribed to Wadi and then immediately found out about Panda. Oh yeah, Panda, and subscribe to them too. I'm pretty sure I want to say Small Ant is in Panda. He's either in Panda or CLG. I can't remember. There is a big content creator that I watch that is a member of Panda. And I want to say, I really want to say it's Small Ant, but I could be mistaking it with CLG. Because I know Small Ant does a lot of stuff with Linkus, who is CLG. Same thing with Cheese. Cheese is also CLG. Small Ant only guests on Panda videos? Okay. Fair enough. Hey, level 30 thieving. Let's go. Actually, I'm thinking before I do Guardians of the Rift, there is a very important grind that I do need to knock out, which is the Graceful grind. So that is going to be the next grind after Wintertodt, is getting full Graceful. Because I'm tired of walking everywhere. I want to have some weight reducing clothing. Other than just the little boots of lightness that I have. I think one thing that I really do enjoy seeing whenever I watch people play games is really high level skilled gameplay, but in like very obscure ways. I don't know, like I don't like sitting down and watching people play Valorant or Apex or like Overwatch. It's just not my thing. I'm not a fan of shooters, but I love watching speedrunners. So I wonder if that might be one of my skill sets, is just like super niche high level gameplay, even if I am not the highest level of gamer when it comes to that stuff. Because there's a lot of really high level gameplay stuff in RuneScape that I can do. Corrupt Gauntlet, I'd say, is high level gameplay. It's actually a very difficult boss. There's a good chance that once I get to the Corrupt Gauntlet grind on this account, it's gonna die. There's a very good chance, and I'm preparing myself mentally for that. But I have to do that grind anyway because it has a cape associated with it. Granted, I only have to get 1 kill to get the cape, but there's a bow that you get from the Corrupt Gauntlet that's just super good, so I may as well get it anyways. Smash Quiz feels a lot less special than it did 3 months ago now. How you know about Panda and Lil Z? See, I think that's one of the things about creativity, is that a lot of people end up having really good ideas at around the same time. Like for me specifically, thinking about this concept that I am doing right now, I found out like after I had already made the trailer for this series and started streaming and recording it, that there's another guy named Krillbus who at the exact same time as I did started an all rings series for a hardcore Iron Man in this game. And it's the exact same concept that I have, but instead of capes, he's doing rings. And it's just, I didn't know about this guy's existence until someone pointed him out to me. What? You can zoom in on the mini map? How have I not known about this? Oh, what a game changer. That is actually a major game changer for me. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. I can't believe I didn't know about that. Wow. But like, yeah, that Krillbus guy and his concept, it just happened to be 2 creative people thinking of a similar idea at around the same time. And then not a lot you can do about that, because I didn't even know the guy existed until he got pointed out to me by one of my buddies. Which one is this? No, I'm good. I don't want to actually, no, Pete would be good. Up, wrong button. Hi, Pete. Speaking of cats, where's my cat? Oh, it's under Pete. Okay, pull the lever, Crunk. Okay, it's the ram. It's this guy here. Good. All right, next one. Long tail, short ears. Like this thing right here. So fun fact about these random events here. This is actually an old anti-bot this is an old anti-botting protection safeguard that was added into the game, because they would just, instead of having you like accept whether or not you want to go do the random event, the game would just throw you in. It'd be like, hey, here's the old man, here's the cat, go have fun, do this mini game. So it was a really interesting like anti-bot protection that they tried to implement to the game, but bots ended up just getting programmed around it, and they ended up being able to solve the random events. So now they're just really good things for Iron Man to get some kind of nice loot. Sometimes you only get like 508 coins like I did right here, but other times you can get like jewelry, you can get necklaces, weapons, like really good runes. Like you can get nature runes from this or law runes. Those are really hard to come by on an early level Iron Man. Random events are awesome. Balloon animals, yeah, they are a little silly. There's one that that has trolls that say you do pinball, and all you do is just like, there are 5 pillars and you just touch the one that's glowing. And you just do it 3 times and then you leave, and they call it pinball. It's a little silly, but that particular random event tends to be pretty nice in terms of its rewards. All right, we have money. We can go back, or not money. We have food. We can go back to Wintertodt now. Hope you all enjoyed the little thieving break. It's RuneScape, of course it's silly. Yeah. This game definitely excels at being very silly. Okay, just to make sure that everything is A-okay, we're going to grab... I need fish. Let's just do a real quick ball of wool check on the cat, so that way I can not have to worry about that aspect of things. We need hatchet, hammer, and 30 coins. All right, off we go to Wintertodt. What's up, Michael? Yo, Freak, what's the fire making level at? It is at level 78. Not too high yet. We're only at like 95 or so KC. I'm pretty sure the next Wintertodt kill I do, I'm going to get a level up. Let me see my actual XP. Yeah, next fire making, or next Wintertodt kill I do, I'm going to level up. So 79 for all intents and purposes. I'll leave my stats up for y'all to take a peek. Look at all those ones. Yeah, there's a few. There's definitely a few. You need to level 99 every stat to get every cape, right? I have to get level 99 every stat to get 1 cape and its variants, which there are 7 variants. I think 7 or 8. And each of these stats also has their own individual cape as well. So right now we're just doing 99 fire making to get the fire making cape. Once I get every skill, I get the max cape. And then you can combine the max cape with other capes that already exist in the game to get different variants. Some of them are very cool, like the Infernal max cape. Some are a giggle, like the like the Ava's Accumulator max cape, which, why is that a thing? Or not the Accumulator, the Assembler max cape. Or no, it is Accumulator. Assembler is the good one. Accumulator is the bad one. You can't get every cape without 99 in every stat. That is correct. I cannot get every cape in... All right. I can't get every cape with 99 in every stat, but not every cape requires 99 in every stat. What's the Accumulator cape do? So there are a couple capes in the game. I can just go ahead and pull up the little Fashionscape thing here. There are the Ava's backpacks. So you have the Ava's Attractor, which is this thing. This is like a really low level ranged item. It's pretty nice. The biggest thing about this backpack is that it decreases the amount of ammo that you use. So I think it's like a 50% chance on whether or not whenever you fire an arrow, it actually gets used or if it gets saved. Really, really useful effect. The Accumulator is the next backpack. It's slightly better. It's just the Attractor with better stats. And then you have the Assembler, which is this backpack here, which is done by combining a boss drop called Vorkath's Head with the Accumulator. And this makes it so that it's the best range cape in the game. And it also has the secondary effect of having 100% of your ammo being saved whenever you use it. And the Max Cape has a version of it for the Assembler, but there's also the accumulator max cape, which is this thing right here. And it's, I don't know why this is a thing. It's so silly. But now that I actually am looking at max capes, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 variations of the max cape. And each one of those costs 2,277,000 gold. So I'm going to have to get a lot of money for those. That's for sure. It's going to be a very expensive cape. Attractor max cape Monkus. Yeah, it's a little silly. There's no reason to have it. Wait, what's a max cape? The max cape is the cape you get for getting 99 in every stat. Oh yeah, there's also a max cape variant for all of the regular mage capes. There's one for the imbued mage capes. The imbued mage cape is the best in slot mage cape in the game, but there is a previous version of it which is just a mage cape. And for some reason, that is also, you can turn those into max capes as well. I don't know why. I think it's very silly. Yeah, max capes look cool though. Like this is what the normal max cape looks like. Like it looks pretty nice. It's definitely got a very good look to it. Undo. Okay. All right, well, to get off that plugin so I'm not giving myself gear that I don't actually have. That's all cosmetic. This little plugin I have here, that's what I use to record the guides that I have, because I always do it with like the hardcore Iron Man in mind. So that little plugin lets me dress my Iron Man up as a hardcore Iron Man, even though it's technically not true for me to do that. I don't know. It feels like that's something that I should really only use for filmmaking purposes. And even then, it still feels kind of weird to do it. So you can get the 50% chance of saving ammo cape or the 100% chance of saving ammo cape from 99 stats. That's half of it. You have to do quests to get the backpacks. You have to do animal magnetism to just simply unlock the attractor and the accumulator. And then the assembler requires Dragon Slayer 2. So you have to do both of those quests, and the assembler requires you to kill a boss. So there's a little bit more than just get 99. And it also is worth mentioning too that if you get the Vorkath head, which is the item that makes the accumulator into the assembler, if you have an extra Vorkath head, you can add it on to the ranged cape to make the ranged skill cape have the exact same effect as an assembler. The range cape also automatically acts as an Ava's accumulator as well. So I guess you could get the range cape without having to do animal magnetism, but you're not going to be able to get an assembler without doing both animal magnetism and Dragon Slayer 2. I'm not a liar, I just embellish the truth. Okay. Time for more kills. Feel a bit better about our supplies. How y'all liking the music, by the way? I tried a different playlist. Instead of like a lo-fi playlist, I tried a hi-fi playlist to see how that would be. I'm kind of into it. I think I like the lo-fi better, but I am into this. There's definitely a specific mood that I need to have on the stream in order for this music to really work. Not enough Streets of Rage. Did I ever listen to Character Select? I keep forgetting to. Remind me tonight. Send it to me tonight, and before I go to bed, hound me on it. So I don't forget. What's the game plan after Tot? Get Graceful, go to Guardians of the Rift, and then Profit. Music's banging? Awesome. Guardians of the Rift, I don't know when I'm gonna go off of it. I think I'm gonna do it until I get like a decent stockpile of runes. That's really why I want to do Guardians of the Rift, so I can get a decent stockpile of Laws and Natures. Cosmics too. Cosmics would be kind of nice to have. Also makes it so that I don't have to risk my hardcore going into the wilderness for the mage bank. I've already done that once so far, and I'd rather not do it if I don't have to. But yeah, Guardians is going to be like the next major skilling boss, and then I'll probably be doing a bit of questing as well. I've already done Fight Arena, so I can get the 29 attack and actually carry the Steel Axe until I got the Bruma Torch. That kind of made that a moot point. But I do plan on doing waterfall quests right after this. Same thing with like Tree Gnome Village, Gnome Stronghold, get the Gnome quest line started, go through, do Holy Grail, so that way I can get the defense XP, get the defense levels, just for general survivability sake. A lot of the early game is gonna be related to questing. That's for sure. I need to do the feud at a certain point, so I can start grinding out 99 thieving. Because that is another 99 that I do think that I can get relatively early and will be very beneficial if I can get that early. 99 rune crafting I don't think is going to be super beneficial to get really early on. I think it's going to be, I'm going to have to get it anyway, but I don't think it will be like critical to get yet. I think I can wait on that one for quite a bit of time, especially because that skill is going to take a really long time to train. I wasn't able to find any XP calcs for Guardians of the Rift though, so I honestly have no scale on how long that grind will take. Oh wait, no, I do know what I'm going to do for Guardians of the Rift. I'm going to go until I get the level for Law Runes, and then I'm going to stop and start doing Troll Quests so I can unlock Law Runes. And then I should also do Lost City and Fairy Tale to not only get Fairy Rings, but also to get the Cosmic Altar unlocked. Oh, and then I got to do Morning's End Part 2 as well for the Death Altar. I'll worry about that once I unlock the level for the Death Altar. Let me actually start writing out the plan so I can take a look into this here. So routing post Wintertodt. Ooh, I need to also remember that a lot of the reason why I'm doing Wintertodt super early as well is so that way I can not worry about my HP level while grinding out clues. Okay. Because I do need to do the beginner clue grinds to get the Jester Cape and the Shoulder Parrot. Thinking about when I should do those. It's totally fitting enough. You didn't consciously think about the music till you mentioned it. Yeah, it's nice. It's like house music. I enjoy it. It's definitely got a good vibe to it. I just think the energy level fits. It's not super chill that like calls for lo-fi, but it isn't like super intense hyper like I'd expect for if I was doing like bossing runs. Actually, yeah, no, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of like a nice middle ground there, which is what I think this boss is. It's not AFK, it's not super chill and relaxed, because I do still need to be aware of what's happening and not die. But at the same time, it's not like super aggro like what I would play for a boss. I feel like once I actually start doing like bossing in PVM, I'm gonna start playing more like rock, a lot more like heavier stuff. Feels like the music you'd hear on a fast forward montage you created in YouTube in 2012. Oh my god, it does. It's absolutely is montage music. I guess that's fitting for what I'm doing. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to be handling editing the Wintertodt grind, because I don't know if I want to do like a major montage. I think I'm gonna at least like point out all the major things that happen during this grind, which so far there's maybe been like one thing that's happened that's been of note. But yeah, I have been thinking about how exactly I do want to present the Wintertodt grind in the video. I think that video is going to be episode 2. I think I already have all the footage that I need for episode 1. It's just a matter of getting it onto paper, getting it into the video editing software, cutting it down, putting it out. I still have 2 more weeks until episode 1 comes out, so I have a little bit of time to think about this a little bit more. I definitely want to spend some time tomorrow figuring out my skill mix, so that way I have a bit of a better idea of the direction that I want to take that editing path. Because what I think I can do is the Cape Freak account and the Cape Freak setting is a good backdrop to what I want my skill mix to end up being. So it's just, I'm just gonna have to spend a lot of time doing some self-reflection tomorrow. That's just all it is. A lot of time with pen and paper, planning stuff out. I enjoy that though. I do enjoy like meticulously planning things. Training montage, but in real time. We're here, man. That's what this is. For all intents and purposes. Okay, let's see what our XP per hour is getting at. Doing pretty nice. You had a really stupid idea? Lay it on me. I want to hear it. No idea is stupid. Ooh, one run for the boss, but every frame is a different time I did it. That'd be interesting to see. I think the biggest challenge of that one is trying to show that each frame is different. I think that's going to be the hardest part of doing that montage. That is a good idea, though. I do like the idea of like going through the burning animation, but like every frame I add on a different piece of the pyromancer outfit or something like that. That'd be a really good idea. I like that a lot, actually. Probably wouldn't want to do literally every frame. No, definitely not. But like there are some major visible unlocks that I get on the character as I go through this, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to have like this animation here where like every frame of this animation I add on a different part of the pyromancer outfit or something like that. I also do like the idea of just like doing the entire grind in a snap. For some reason, this is what's making me think of that, but there is a cooking channel that I just recently discovered named Kwook, K-W-O-O-K. And in his shorts that he does, whenever he chops an onion, for some reason, it's always specifically an onion too. Whenever he chops an onion, he has the onion on the cutting board, lifts up the knife, and then brings it down. And when it hits the cutting board, the onion is completely diced. And I always think it's like, it's such a simple editing trick. You really only need to have just like 2 shots of footage and then just make sure you have that motion the same every single time. and it's a really snappy, really nice, quick edit. But I feel like that would be really good to do for like gameplay, to indicate that a long grind has gone by. Do it like those 7-minute Dr. Livesey videos, but inverted. Every cycle animation, your character changes. I've kind of wanted to see if I could do a Dr. Livesey thing with RuneScape, but I don't have the animation talent in order to bring that to life, unfortunately. I could learn how to animate just to do the meme, but I don't want to put in that much time. Animation is a lot of work. It's a lot of very hard work as well, and I'm not willing to put in that much time and effort yet. Even if I just like trace over it. Because I would still want to have the like what I was thinking of doing is have my have like my PKing account up front, and then have my Iron Man, which I think is my crown jewel when it comes to my RuneScape experience. That Iron Man is very, very good. I think it's right now, I think it's bad because I know everything, like every bit of gear updates that it can do, but it has over 860 gauntlet KC. It's got like 2200 no, not 2200 total level. It's got a really high total level. It's definitely the crown jewel of my RuneScape career. And then have the hardcore in the back, who's still a very, very good account, but is not to the level that the Iron is. And just have those three like walk across RuneScape or something. Only reason why I wouldn't want to do it with the in-game character models is because you can't get that Dr. Livesey walk cycle with this game. I could get the cursed banana though. We'll see. I'm very excited, honestly, because the Halloween event, I think if I read Twitter correctly, if I remember correctly from what I read on Twitter, I think the Halloween event is coming next week. And I'm excited for that because that possibly gives me the option to get the event capes on this account. With only having to do one holiday event. If it turns out that there are some event capes that I have to like wait for the holidays to actually get, so be it. The only one that I'm actually like kind of worried about would be the 20th anniversary cape. I really hope I can get that cape on this account. I am also worried about the leagues capes because there's the leagues, and they're the leagues that are very seasonal events. They only happen once per year except for this year. And I have to do them in order for me to get a cape. I just hope that I'm available to get those capes, and that those capes are available to still get after a certain point. Because leagues are successful, but they do take a lot of time to make and plan, and so they don't happen very often for that reason. But whenever they do happen, they happen for like 2 months. So I just got to make sure that when it happens, I hop in, get the capes, and then if I enjoy leagues, keep going. If not, then just back out and continue progress on the hardcore. It would be nice to have the red cup. There's the completion of leagues are ranked by tiers of like trophies. And so the highest prestige one is the red cup. It's the dragon cup, which means that you've gotten like the most amount of things done in the game to where you're really only doing very luck dependent end game content. And so I feel like getting a red cup on the hardcore would be really fun. But we'll see. Rune cup would be good, but the red cup mentality, that's something I gotta really think about, whether or not I want to do it. I think I'm gonna have to really gauge how I feel about the red cup mentality once I actually get to that point. But Leagues 4 hasn't even been talked about yet on Jagex's side, so no idea if or when that is happening. Extract them models, put them in 3D animation software. That's a lot. That'd be faster to get satisfied quality than 2D animation. I don't know the first thing about 3D animation. I have done 2D animation before. When I was in college, I did a game jam, and I made an animation for a wizard that was running. And it was all like pixel art animations, but I still have done a 2D animation. I have not done a single 3D animation, and it honestly kind of terrifies me. Because 3D animations look janky if you do them wrong. That, or I could just like take PNGs of the armor and just put them on all the people. I could just do that. Yeah, but doing my little jank and animating a RuneScape avatar, yeah, fair enough. They literally animate. Yeah, that is fair. That is very fair. Also, I didn't realize it just repeated your idea. Sorry, I tend to do that a lot. In my struggle to constantly have something to talk about, I end up repeating ideas. I wonder how Slipstream's doing. My buddy Joe Ash, a really good Wind Waker HD speedrunner, he's been working on a game recently called Slipstream 2, because he made Slipstream 1 a while ago, and it's made in like a Zelda dungeon creator engine, and I'm really curious about how it's going. I wonder if it's done. I'd hit him up about it. He's been going live on Twitch, just simply in the engine, like, developing it, so we'll see. I haven't talked to some of my old Wind Waker speedrunning buddies. Need to touch base with them, catch up with them again. Haven't talked to Mr. Alberto in a while. I just realized it's been like a month since I started streaming on YouTube. Like 3 weeks now. Maybe not quite a month yet, but it's getting close. Bruh. I hate being in this spot. I hate being in this spot here. I'm just keeping a laser eye out right now just to make sure that I'm not gonna get destroyed by some snow. Yep, that's exactly what I was looking for. Alberto hasn't streamed in a while. He's taking a break. He's been focusing on school a lot. The speed running and streaming grind hasn't really been appealing to him either. So he announced a few weeks back that he was taking a break from streaming, which understandable. Real life always comes first. At the end of the day, this is a hobby. And so if this has got to give in order to let something else in your life to actually flourish, then the mature decision is to step back. Twitch doesn't have any VODs, so you think it means he hasn't streamed in 60 days or longer? Probably, though I don't know how he has his VODs set up to be saved, because that is something you also configure. Because you can choose whether or not you save VODs, and I don't know if he has made that choice. Generally, people save VODs, but everybody's different. He's got his YouTube channel. Highly go recommend checking him out if you want to see some absolutely cracked Wind Waker HD speedrunning. He is... And I am not exaggerating at any moment, at any point when I say this. He is the greatest Wind Waker speedrunner of all time. He has held the world record on the leaderboard for every category simultaneously recently. I think he still has that. Maybe any percent noms is the only one he doesn't still have. I'll check speedrun.com after this. But I'm pretty sure he still has simultaneous world records in all categories on the main leaderboard, which is that's so impressive. It's impressive as hell. That does not happen very frequently in any speedrunning game. Chop one log, burn one log, let's go! Yeah, got into the fire right at the last minute. Alright. Yeah, let's just eat that slice. Okay, let's look this up. Speedrun.com. Wind Waker HD. Okay, let's see. Any percent. Unrestricted, Mr. Alberto. No MSS, Mr. Alberto. Post grapple, Mr. Alberto. All dungeons, Alberto. 100%, Alberto on both. Glitchless, Alberto on both. ABT, Alberto on both. No barrier skip, Alberto. Yeah, he still has the leaderboard sweep. That's so impressive. He doesn't have the category extension sweep, but he also doesn't want it because of slide puzzle percent, which I don't blame him. Slide puzzle percent is ridiculous. It's just doing 10 slide puzzles as fast as possible, and slide puzzles are... I don't enjoy doing slide puzzles. I do not enjoy doing them at all. Mr. Wind Waker HD himself? Really, he honestly is. I don't think there is a single person in the world that knows more than he does about that game. Massive respect for him. Massive respect. I always get really happy too because I'm a VIP in his chat. And so I'm like, yay, I get to be VIP from a goat. Or I get to have VIP from someone who's the greatest of all time. Should summon him by back by beating my Noms PB. I think that one he would still sleep on. No, I don't think so. I think he'd actually take notice that I'm going back to Wind Waker if I end up beating that PB. I think what'll really catch his attention is beating my any percent PB, or not even beating my any percent PB, getting a sub 1 time. But I don't know. It's very hard for me to get back into that game because my own standards that I have for my skill set in that game, or like for how I do the tricks in that game, have not changed. And that's a very bad mentality for me to expect that after 2 years of not playing that game super seriously that I still have the same skill level as I did 2 years ago. It's so unreasonable for me to think and expect of me to do that, but I haven't been able to get over that in my own brain. Like, I know it's something I shouldn't do, but it's something my brain wants to do anyway. So yeah, I just have to... Once I can get over that mental hurdle, I will feel a lot more comfortable with doing that. Also, okay, I thought I was only taking 1 damage. I must have taken damage and then immediately healed back up. I was gonna say, my calculations were wrong in that case. Which, hey, I'm okay with that. I do not mind making an error in calculations if that error is in my favor. Honestly, though, now that I am thinking about Wind Waker, I really should go back to the swimless challenge. I do think that that would be a lot of fun. Your advice is just to delete all my live split data from Wind Waker HD again? It's a mental barrier. I don't have my original splits anymore. Because between my PB and now, my hard drive got bricked. So... that was like a year and a half ago, so I don't have any of those old splits at all. I'd have to deliberately go back through the video and like retime it with the video in order for me to get those splits, and even then I won't have my golds, which is fine. It is a blank slate, but I don't have a mental blank slate on that. But who knows? There have been a couple of lifestyle changes that I've made that actually have made my brain feel a lot clearer about certain things. I could capitalize on that. We'll see. We'll see. This is the Wintertodt music. This is bumping. I like this a lot. This is good music. Gotta keep this around for a bit. Which playlist is this? There are two playlists that I'm currently working through. One of them is a hi-fi playlist, and then the other one is just a general EDM playlist. I feel like this is the EDM playlist. Yeah, it's the EDM one. We're past an hour, so yeah, this is definitely the EDM playlist. This is a good blossoming playlist then. It's good to know. Very good to know. I should actually like sit through and listen to a lot of these songs and come up with my own custom playlists based on this person's music. Because this is all DMCA free. That's really what I look for right now in music, especially because I'm streaming on YouTube, and DMCA is much more strictly enforced on YouTube than it is in Twitch. Actually, that was something that I was reading up on recently, and how Twitch is so lackadaisical about music on their platform. Like, I straight up was watching Mr. Mammal, who is a really high-end RuneScape player. He's someone that helped pioneer the Iron Man game mode, and he just straight up was playing like Pink Floyd on stream, just to the thousands of people just watching him do Tombs of Damascus while listening to Pink Floyd. And I was like, how is the stream not instantly being taken down by copyright enforcement? Because like, he mutes the VODs afterwards, which I guess fine. If you mute the music, that's fine, but that only is a fix for after you've completed the stream. But like, if some sort of copyright shark is in the chat and hears you playing that kind of copyrighted music, I feel like that could end up putting those people in a lot of trouble. as my own personal take on that one. And so I would just rather not deal with that kind of trouble and just stick with the already enforced rules that are here. Bro, don't look, but Pink Floyd himself just entered chat. See, like, that's the thing. You never know. In a room of 10,000 people, you would not be able to recognize Gilmore Waters from the crowd. If he's alive. I actually don't know if he is. Or I don't know if any of the Pink Floyd original, or Gilmore or Waters, I don't know if any of them are still alive. But, like, you never know, especially if they never say anything in chat. Or better yet, you know, people might know the celebrity, like people might be able to pick out the celebrity super well, but their lawyers they may not be able to recognize. Like everybody can recognize Lady Gaga. I'm not sure how many people can recognize Lady Gaga's lawyers. And those are the people that I think that people should keep in mind can and will eventually show up, especially if you get enough attention and especially if someone's wanting to find a payday. But that is also me just being very pessimistic about the entire situation itself. I could be blowing it completely out of proportion, but a part of me thinks that I'm not, especially considering the crazy legal battle that YouTube had to fight with DMCA, which is why we had the whole DMCA crackdown on YouTube. Hello, what's up? How's it going, Jana? I have no idea how I should refer to you. I feel like you told me last time, but I completely forgot. Apologies. It's just a messy situation. Copyright's always messy. Personally, I think copyright is not a very good thing. I think the entire concept of it, I think in concept, having ownership of your own idea is a very good thing, but the execution of it in a modern scenario is what makes copyright kind of bad. Especially because things like fair use just get ignored. David Gilmour is alive and active. Nick Mason and Roger Waters are still alive. Sid Barrett and Richard Wright passed. Okay. So Gilmour and that's awesome. The two names that I actually name dropped are still kicking around and they're still good. That's awesome. They gotta be old. They gotta be in their like 80s now. They're getting pretty close. I'm sure none of them still do music. They're just riding on that Pink Floyd check. 70s? Okay. I'd be surprised if any of them are still doing music. I mean, good for them if they are. Gilmour still does music, didn't really read for any details. I will have to take a look into that then, because I'm curious on what his role is. Like if he's still performing, or if he's more of like a producer, or does more like recording studio gigs. Just assume that's what the wiki page meant by active. Fair enough, fair enough. If he's still performing, that's super impressive. There are not many 70-year-olds who can go up on a stage and put on a good show nowadays. I can't think of one, honestly, off the top of my head. Maybe the AC/DC members. I think I forget his name. Guitarist from AC/DC. I think he might be the only one that immediately comes to mind, but I don't know how old he is, and I also don't know if he's still around. Most 70-year-olds that can are in stand-up, not music. That makes sense. That also makes sense why I'm not aware of them. I don't follow stand-up too much. The only stand-up comedians that I really followed were John Mulaney, because I mean he's just a funny guy, And then I used to follow Louis C.K. until all the bad stuff about Louis C.K. came out, and then I can no longer enjoy Louis C.K.'s content. Which is unfortunate, because he was very funny. But it's just difficult to enjoy content as someone that I know is not really good. I hesitate to say good person, because like it really is just kind of he did fess up, he did apologize, but still it doesn't sit right with me. I just it doesn't sit right with me supporting that content. Stage play is greater than music too. Fair enough, fair enough. Right now your favorite stand-up is Stuart Lee. I'll have to check them out. Does Bo Burnham count as a stand-up comic? Because he does musical comedy, but I don't know if like the style of a show would be considered as a stand-up set. Thought Bo Burnham was a musical theater guy. He is very much musical theater, but like in his shows, he does still have like an element of stand-up. I don't know. He might just be a mix. Might be a mixed musician, musical comedy, and stand-up comic. I haven't listened to Bo Burnham's music in a while. DM, do your favorite Stuart Lee bit? I'll have to check it out after stream. Thank you very much. The drop on this one is weird. Sometimes the EDM drops are a little underwhelming in my opinion. There's this one video that was pretty popular while I was in high school where it was the we like big buildups and disappointing drops. It just kept on building and building and building. And then when it got to the point where it was like, we like big buildups and disappointing drops. Boom, 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 boom. It's just like super mid like music line right afterwards. I have to find that video again. That was, I quoted that one all the time. So that's the thing. If you're gonna do a build up, make the payoff worth it. Like they're building up right now. We got to find out whether or not this build up is actually worth the payoff. I actually think that was worth it. Your only Bo Burnham listen was Welcome to the Internet. I would recommend just watching the Make Happy special. I think it's on Netflix. That special is so good. That entire show is, it's like, it's funny, but it's also incredibly deep. It's very thought-provoking, which is nice. I kind of like it. Like the last song genuinely makes you sit there and think for a bit after it's done. We like big buildups and disappointing drops is the motto of most bosses in this game. You are absolutely correct. And the worst part is you don't even play this game. You just know. You just know. There's no lie in what you said. You are 100% correct. And I can't tell if that's the best part or the worst part of that. That's really funny. That's really funny. I like that a lot. I'm a little worried about this health. I should be able to make it. I say hopefully. If I take more, if I end up dropping below 10, I'm just gonna leave. I'm on thin ice. This would be the worst way to lose the challenge. Yeah. Wintertodt is it is the first major, like, hey, remember you're playing a hardcore, stupid type obstacle. Yep, nope, we're going away. You just can't ego it. You just have to be humble and leave. If you don't think you can survive the kill, you just have to be humble and leave. All right, let's go ahead and check out the loot. Nope. Nope. Nothing good. Renars, though. Actually, that's really, really good. Renars are probably one of the most important herbs to just stockpile early on, because those make prayer potions, and prayer potions are the best potion in the game, basically. Yeah, those are the first Renars I've gotten. Nice. That's Quarm, Avento. I think Renard comes before Avento. Okay, cool. Let's get like 3 of these. Actually gonna need 1 more. And we'll get back in. Yeah, related to music, it makes you think. You really like analysis-worthy lyrics? You will absolutely love Make Happy then. You should 100% watch Make Happy. Oh, someone got a Phoenix. Nice. The Phoenix here is a 1 in 5K. Yeah, 1 in 5K. So technically 1 in 2,500 because you get 2 rolls per crate. At minimum. How far am I from another level? Not far. I'm at 102. I said that my goal was 130, right? Yeah, goal is 130 tonight. Then tomorrow I want to see if I can actually get to like 250. See if I can get to the halfway point in the grind. I'm not going to put out a formal video tomorrow. I'm going to mainly focus on streaming Wintertodt, just so I can get through this grind as quickly as possible. Might do just like a full 8-hour stream of it. Grow 3 cats or something. Because each cat takes roughly 2 or 3 hours to grow, so that'd be a good measuring stick of how long I'll be doing is just grow 3 cats tomorrow. And then once I've grown my 3rd cat, I'm good to end stream. The issue is, though, is that I have to make sure that I am consistent at doing Wintertodt and keeping myself good at doing Wintertodt. Also means I need to probably prep a lunch. So I'll do that before I go on stream. Make some like teriyaki chicken or something. I got to make some really good teriyaki sauce the other day. Teriyaki sauce is like super simple to make. And so I just gotta cook up some chicken, mix the teriyaki sauce, pan fry some like veggies, get some rice, and I've got a really solid lunch for tomorrow. Right now, your favorite songs are Lioness by Cami Cat. It's a She-Ra song. Someone Else by Zach P. For Persona 5 Royal song with heavily spoilers. Got it. Theme of Infinite from Sonic. Okay. That is honestly a good theme. Infinite's a bit of a meme, but his song is definitely good. What songs have been kind of strong on my mind recently? It's not really been any specific song that I've been going back to over and over again recently. I've mainly just been listening to like the DMCA stuff in the background. Also, I found an animator. I found a new animator. I say new to me. That I absolutely love. They do facial expressions so well. I'm trying to remember their name, but God, I was looking at them earlier. And I was looking at their content earlier and like last night. Rando Wiz is their name. And man, I was just in stitches laughing from their content. They're so funny. Come on, East Side. There we go. I'm noticing I'm still getting like the 3 roll chances when I'm not fletching. I think it's a very good idea that I stopped fletching fairly early on. Because the only reason why you do fletch is to get more points and get more chances of rolls. But I haven't gotten a chance at 4 rolls when I fletch, but I've been getting chances of doing 3 rolls when I don't fletch. So I just may as well stick to the 3 roll chance. Okay. Ooh, I get to level up next kill. Specifically like the cover theme of Infinite that has extra metal. The original's more, yo, I'm about to start rapping. Vocal delivery doesn't do it as well for me. Oh, absolutely. It's I like the musical trend of like the bow, ba ba da bow, ba ba da ba da. I do like that, but the vocal style in Sonic music recently hasn't really vibed well with me, and that might just be because I'm so familiar with the punk rock style of like the punk rock ska style of like the Sonic Adventure series, which is what I grew up with. I'm very nostalgic for that style of music. I love ska. I absolutely love ska. I miss Crush 40, half the Sonic fan base. Yeah, man. Crush 40 had something special. I forget like how many groups did the music for Sonic Adventure, because it wasn't all Crush 40. There were a ton of bands that did a ton of music for Sonic Adventure 1. I'm pretty sure Crush 40 was pretty much the entire musical identity of Adventure 2 though. I also might be misremembering, just because character themes in Sonic Adventure 1 were much more important. Let's go. Oh, light the brazier, light the brazier. Ah, I missed it. But yeah, official theme for Imminent tries to go heavy at some points in a way the singers weren't equipped to deliver. The smoother parts are fine. I wonder if a metalhead like Richard E.B. has done a cover of that song. That'd be interesting to hear. He does a lot of really good metal covers. Oh, let's feed the cat. Yeah. I know. I clicked the whistle. Get the cat over here. Get the cat over here. It's already close enough. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Eat. There we go. If I'd known it was on, you would have joined you. You've never done Wintertodt? Caught up watching Warehouse 13 while leveling fishing? I'm still gonna be here for a bit. You're always more than welcome to join. Wintertot's super easy. I am going to be putting out a guide for how to do Mass World Wintertodt tomorrow, actually. Be a quick little 1-minute guide. Just to go over all the important key details that you should be aware of while doing this grind. Oh my god, I'm getting every single notification in the world about everything happening all at once. Oh god. One of the most frustrating ways for a song to fail is when it feels like it wasn't written for the people actually performing it. That's a list of reasons you don't like pop music. Yeah. Oftentimes I don't really like it when there are songs that people perform that aren't written by themselves or someone in the group. And that's definitely something I'm guilty of, because I've performed songs that I haven't written either. But like, whenever you're making money being a creative performer, especially saying that it's going to be like this song by you, I feel like it's not as genuine if those lyrics weren't actually written by the artist. But then again, there are songwriters that do very well, and there are a lot of musicians that, while they can perform well, can't necessarily write well. So it's just a skill set thing. Taking advantage of the parts that you are good at is important. So I understand why. I'm kind of sad that it doesn't happen nearly as much anymore, because like a lot of rock bands, they write their own music, but a lot of pop artists do not write their own music. And so that's a disconnect that I kind of wish wasn't as prevalent. You have to be up in 5 hours to run a coworker to work. You'll be on at 5 EST tomorrow. Okay, cool, awesome. I should be on for quite a bit tomorrow. I don't know when exactly I'm gonna go live. I think I'm probably gonna go live around 3 Central, so 4 EST. But yeah, I'll definitely be on tomorrow. You're fine with covers? Yeah, covers are nice because there's generally an artistic element that the cover artist adds on to the original song. And in concept, you don't mind a songwriter who never performs or a performer who never writes, but the pop industry is just a label buying a song and then deciding to hand it down. Yeah, it's that exact like mentality and approach that the record label industry or the record industry takes that I have a general distaste for. All right, Robot Roar, which of our singers is gonna make us? Yeah, exactly that. It just feels soulless. There really isn't like a lot of heart or character behind the song if it's just like, well, we bought the rights to this song, go sing it. No, you can't edit the lyrics, we bought the song, and so you get to sing the lyrics as it's written. Yeah, I don't know. I like music. I do not like the music industry. The music industry, I feel like, ruins a lot of music if you really pay too much attention to it. It's really hard to have heart character when the song, it's like, we go to the club, we get drunk, woo. I mean, that's like 90% of music, though. I mean, like we say that, but man, look at a lot of rock songs. It's all either about sex, money, or drugs, or some combination of those three. Now, of course, there are exceptions to the rule, but yeah. You'll check YouTube when you get home. Here lately, you've been listening to the new Psycho Stick album. Ooh, Psycho Stick. That is a name I haven't heard in a while. Are they still doing stuff? Man, I haven't... The last time I heard of Psycho Stick was the Beer song. I think that's Psycho Stick. I could be thinking of a different band that has a similar name. If it's the same band, then man, it's been a while since I've heard of them. They stream shows on Twitch. They did the Beer song. Yo! Oh my god, I have to go check that out now. That's so awesome. Oh, I gotta tell my brother about that too. He'll get a huge kick out of that. Oh, I remember when he was in high school, he actually had that song as his morning alarm. Which, what a song to wake up to. What a song to wake up to, especially in high school. Oh my god. I'm glad that they have fully embraced that is just who they are. That's so funny. Oh, I'm glad they're doing well. I'm glad they're still around. What a good group of people. You gotta check out Psycho Stick. They are early 2000s. I'll just say that. There's just a song called, I think it's just called Beer, by Psycho Stick. It came out in early 2000s. It's as early 2000s as you can get. Either early 2000s or late 90s. And it's just so there is that context that is important, but it is very funny if you can hear it in that context. I've always found that, like, as I grow older, the stuff that I used to listen to a lot as a kid sounds so much different nowadays, just because my tastes have evolved so much. Like, I used to listen to a lot of, like, Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne when I was in middle school, but I don't really do that anymore, just because I've kind of grown out of that band. They don't sound nearly as good to me as Twerp or other bands that I like to listen to. The whole nasty, whiny voice music in the punk rock spectrum. Not whiny, more raspy, and just kind of just off the wall lyrics. Very off the wall. Check out some of their past streams on Twitch. They do mini concerts on there. You love it. I definitely am gonna be checking that out. Thank you so much for telling me about that. That's gonna be an adventure. That is definitely going to be an adventure. I wonder if that means I can use their music on stream. Is that a RuneScape stream backed by Psycho Stick? You can hear the exact song you want to use as an example in your head. Can't remember the title, the band, or the lyrics well enough to convey it. Well, that's a little unfortunate. That's okay. If you think about it, let me know, because I am curious. I guess the band that I've really kind of started to listen to a lot more of recently is Red Hot Chili Peppers. And that's mainly just because I picked up slap bass about a year ago. Actually, 2 years ago now. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've been playing bass guitar for 2 years. Not quite. Not quite. A little bit more of a hard vibe. You're definitely thinking the right era of music, but not as laid back as that band. I can't remember the name of the band or the song title, but that lyric, I know exactly what you're talking about. Use Google Assistant and hum it. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Say it ain't so, how I go, the lights are carrying on. That decade really did like its nasally rock. Yeah, it did. The 2000s were a wild time. I kind of miss them. I kind of miss the early 2000s. Then again, I was also like 4 when they started, so I can't say I remember much about it. It just was my childhood. Like, I remember playing RuneScape in 2007. I think I actually got introduced to RuneScape in 2006 because it was before the Grand Exchange got put into the game. And I remember going to a bank to sell coal that I had mined. That did not do that much damage. Okay, let's go. I thought that did 6 damage every time. Good to know that it doesn't do that much. I didn't want to test it twice. Okay, let's go. You went to a bank to sell coal you mined? Yeah, because back in the day, the Grand Exchange didn't exist, so there wasn't a marketplace. It would just be, I'd go mine a whole bunch of a resource and gather a resource, and then I'd go to a bank or go to, I remember going to the Falador East Bank and the Varrock West Bank a lot, and just typing like selling raw lobsters 120 GP each. And just whoever was in the bank would trade with me, and then we'd do business. And then the Grand Exchange came out, streamlined that entire process, and oh my god, let's never go back to that old system. Remember using the forums to sell stuff and having to refresh the page multiple times? Oh man, the forums. I never really dived into that too much. I used to read like the post bag from the Hedge back when that was a big thing. I think they tried to bring it back recently. But I remember like going through and like seeing the fan art and that kind of stuff. That was a good time. Much simpler times. Much simpler times. You missed the part where you went back to talking RuneScape and thought you meant you did that IRL in the thousands. Yeah, no, sorry. There was a topic change there. Oh man, there are a lot of things that I remember very fondly about RuneScape. I remember one time I got scammed out of an Abyssal Whip within an hour after I got it. Like, it was the first ever Abyssal Whip I had ever gotten. I spent like 3 mil in the Grand Exchange on it, which back in the day was quite a bit. I think I got scammed by the GE, but I digress. But I had this whip and I was super excited for it. And this one guy was like being super nice, was offering to give me stuff. I followed him into the wilderness. I accidentally attacked him and scolded myself, and he just turned around, instantly destroyed me, logged out, and I never got my whip back. I was very angry in the moment, but man, that's how you learn. That's how you learn that kind of stuff. Remember checking the high scores list for each skill and seeing Zezma at the top of every one? Oh, Zezma. Zezma. That is such an icon in RuneScape lore. Just player lore. Isn't he actually immortalized in RuneScape 3? Isn't he an NPC or like it has a statue or something? I don't think he is in old school, but I feel like there was something that Jagex did to honor Zezma in RS3. Favorite part about RuneScape is your friend Videofreak. Say you're way better at making him smile and chatting when he plays other games. I just have fun playing RuneScape. I get very frustrated playing this game, but I also do have a lot of fun with certain things. Once I start getting into the end game bossing, you'll probably see a bit of a different side of me. Which is why I'm like really trying to learn that kind of stuff and get good at the end game bossing on the iron. So when I get there on the hardcore, I'm not taken off guard. Even still though, I died at Gauntlet today on the iron. I died at Krill Tsutsuroth or Zami boss on the iron earlier today as well, so I would have lost my hardcore twice. So there still is quite a bit of work to be done before I am actually ready for those challenges. I'm terrified of Gauntlet in all honesty. Like that entire sequence, I'm dreading. First off, I don't want to go as dry as I'm going on my iron. On my Iron Man, I'm at over 850 kills dry for the enhanced crystal weapon seed. And I just don't want to deal with that on this account. I would really rather not spend more time at Gauntlet than I absolutely have to. Video Mad, I actually should make an emote for that. I don't know how emotes work on YouTube. I need to learn that. I don't know if I have to be monetized. I feel like I probably have to be monetized in order for that to happen. Quite a bit away from that. Quite a bit. I think it's like I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours. I am at 85 subscribers and 122 public watch hours. So I'm not even 10% of the way there. But I feel like just like with fire making, once I start getting more subscribers and more public watch hours, it will end up causing exponential growth rather than just straight linear growth. We'll see though, we'll see. There's still a lot of calculations, still a lot of work to be done to actually determine how that's gonna go. Gonna eat this last slice of cake here. I believe this is the last kill of the trip. If my channel is growing linearly, there's something really funky going on, usually bad botting. Not necessarily, because Sometimes steady growth can be mistaken for like linear growth. Steady growth isn't bad. What people end up noticing with YouTube is the explosive, like exponential growth, where it's like, I fell asleep one night with 1,000 subscribers and I woke up with 10,000, because that does happen with YouTube quite a bit. But linear growth, like steady, slow linear growth, I don't think is an indication of botting or anything bad. I think that is still a very natural growth curve. Especially if the algorithm isn't like taking your video and making it do numbers. Because every now and then YouTube will just take a video and be like, yes, and then just show it to a whole bunch of people. But sometimes that doesn't happen. I don't know, I really like diving into YouTube stats. It's always fun for me to like analyze and see how exactly certain things that I do on the channel directly impact or don't impact certain stats in some cases. I don't know, that part's fun to me. I like geeking out about those stats. Who was it that said each YouTube video was like a lottery ticket? Pretty much everybody. But the one that I've told you about specifically is Ludwig. The video that I've shared with you that Ludwig made about being a content creator, he does make that point. But it is a very common sentiment. Oh, please. I want to finish this kill. Okay, gotta chop 9 logs and get out. I can finish this kill, but I need to be very careful. The only thing that can outright kill me right now would be a combo of the cold damage plus... Okay, yeah, no, it still would be a combo of the cold damage plus getting caught by the AoE, which I shouldn't be getting caught by that. If this blows up, plus a damage tick... Nope, 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 nope. We aren't doing that. We aren't doing that. That is too risky. That is way too risky. Need to not ego it. Just need to take a step out. Okay. Ooh, Teak Seed. Let's go. Marintils are bad. Okay. Yeah. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry in all instances here. Did not like how that was playing out. How much damage could I theoretically take in one tick? 12. No. 14. Theoretically. And that is considering that all 4 braziers are lit. I actually could probably take like 18 damage max in one tick. And that is if the brazier breaks and I get hit by the AoE and I take a cold damage tick and I take cold damage all at the same time. Which if that happens, then just the game wanted me to die and there was nothing I could do about that. But I would rather not put myself in that kind of a situation if I can help it at all. The one that I'm actually really worried about is either the 10 damage, where I take 8 damage from the AoE attack, and then 8 damage from the AoE attack, and then 2 damage from the cold and that does 10 damage. That can drop me instantly. Or I could take 8 damage by having the brazier break on me and then getting hit by cold damage, because I'm pretty sure the brazier does 6. No, it does 4. So 6 damage. It's either 6 damage, 10 damage, or like 18. 12 with my current stats. Max hit. Theoretical max hit right now is a 10. That's like what I would consider is the max hit, considering that everything else goes well. That's what I actually think I am in most danger of getting is being hit at 10. I've been trying to keep above 12 because sometimes that cold damage also does just keep going and going and going. Like I could take four cold hits back to back to back to back in every available tick that Wintertodt can do that. So I want to make sure that I'm not putting myself in that situation. That honestly is why I left the last one, because I just thought I could take 6 damage running from this brazier to this box here, which is where the cold damage stops. So that got a little scary because I could have gotten chance there. I don't know. I guess that's just how I'm viewing it. I could be wrong. I could just be playing paranoid, but at the same time, I feel like that it is better for me to play way safer than I have to than play recklessly and have to start over. Because I'd rather not start over if I can help it. There's like nobody on this side that is actually healing the Pyromancer. He keeps going down and then it takes so long for someone to pick him back up. I might swap sides. I don't know. This side is... I don't know. This side tickles my brain. I like doing Wintertodt on this side. The other side feels weird. Having 12 HP would be safe with Inhuman Reaction. No, because you do get like 2 ticks, I think. I think you get 2 or 3 ticks between every available like cold damage. Like I can't just do like tick, tick, tick and then die. I think it's either 2 to 4 ticks between of like invincibility for the cold damage. But I don't know the exact timing on it. So it does make 12 damage... 12 HP I know is safe, because I can eat a cake in time before the next damage tick. Even 11 HP is fine. But at the same time, I am also not super concerned, because I am very rarely going to be in a situation that requires me to eat like that. And if that's what kills me, then might need to rethink the whole account. Oh, the round's over. Okay. I didn't even notice. $130 was ambitious. We'll go to 120. How close am I to 81? Not that far. We are now 15.42% of the way to 99. Only 10.93 million experience to go. Ah, man. Yeah, it's getting kind of late. In between rounds, I want to check and see where my cat's at. Curious, how much time do I have on this account? 29 hours, that's not bad. Oh. How many kills am I gonna get this trip? Last trip was 5 kills. I think in this trip we could probably get 6 or 7. I'd like to get 7. A 7-kill trip would be freaking awesome. I think once we actually start hitting the part where we're only taking 1 damage from cold damage, I think that's when we can start getting like 8, 9, 10 kill trips. Easy. Because we aren't going to have to worry about healing nearly as much. I'm actually going to most likely have to reduce the amount of cakes that I take, and I might have to only bring in 5. The hotter you get, the less cake you eat. Yep. I guess that's true. Fire making skill equals hotness. Yeah, I got that. I forgot to check the age of the cat. Ooh, didn't like running through that. Okay. I'm hoping that we actually get some good stuff. I want a unique drop tonight. Even if it's a dupe. I just want like a unique drop from Wintertodt tonight. We've gotten 100 in and we've gotten 3 things so far. Oh wait, hold on. I don't have any logs to burn. What am I doing? Maybe I am losing a little too much focus to be able to do a dangerous boss. That's, yeah, those bones are a bit of an omen now. I should be fine. I should be okay. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. More saying that to, not freak out. Yes, I got it. Let's go. Yes. Got a lot of points in right at the end there. That's nice. That most likely is going to be a 3-roll crate. There's unfortunately no way to actually check how many rolls these crates have before you actually open them. A little unfortunate, but eh. This generally looks like one of those can't kill you bosses from most other MMOs. Yeah, I think the only reason why they added the option for it to kill you is because I think Hardcore Iron Man wasn't a thing when this boss got added into the game, and also they had to do something to make it just not free. Because at that point, all you gotta do is just sit here and spend time. But the fact that you can die adds a layer of attention that you have to pay on to this boss. which some people don't enjoy, but at the same time, I kind of get why they did it, because otherwise this would also be one of the easiest things to bot. And botting is a very big problem in this game. Always has been. I love it when I take the instant cold damage and take a 4. God. Not a whole lot I can do about it. $110 KC, let's go. I forgot to check the cat again. Chat, please don't let me forget. Please remind me, because I will forget again. Man, we got aggressive Wintertodt this time around. Nice, nice. Big points. We like those. I don't like how much damage I'm taking, but we do like the fact that we're getting a lot of points. Yeah, this is a super aggressive Wintertodt this time around. Oh my goodness. Taking so much damage. Usually can't kill you bosses have only have one item on their loot table anyway, and that's not RuneScape style. Yeah, there are a few items on its loot table. Are you talking about like one item in general or one unique item, but you still get like secondary loot? Because with this one you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pet, 8 dragon axe. You get 8 uniques. Or 9 uniques from this boss. Though I guess technically the Dragon Hatchet isn't a unique because you can get it from Dagonoth Rex, but this is the only other drop source for it. Okay, okay. Check age of cat. One hour, 4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, definitely not growing this cat tonight. Not very far from 81. Let's go. Congrats to No I'm Kevin on the Phoenix. Are there any transmogs for the beaver? Because you can change the color of the phoenix, but can you change the style of the beaver? You cannot. Dang. They should add some more. They should add some more variation to that pet. Because I think almost every other skilling pet has like a variation that you can put onto it, but the beaver pet unfortunately doesn't. Even the heron you can change color on, which is due to spirit flakes from Temperos. Then again, I also say that's a really bad waste of spirit flakes because you could use those on anglers. You should always use your spirit flakes on anglers because they just double the amount of fish that you get. And why wouldn't you use that on the best fish in the game? Then again, I'm weird. I like fishing. Fishing is a very laid-back skill. I will probably get 99 fishing like as an AFK grind and just record offline the important moments. I don't know. I'll definitely do like Temperos on stream, which is the fishing boss. I'll definitely do Temperos on stream. But if I'm just fishing Carambons or like getting food for the account, I'm not going to stream that. Nobody needs to see that. Unless I'm like doing content on another account, and I'll just have the iron in the corner or something like that. That'd be the only way I do that kind of an activity on stream. Thieving, I will probably only do like some on stream, and then I will do the majority of it off stream. I don't know. Thieving's another one of those that's just like all I'm doing is clicking a button over and over and over again for hours in a day. So is this really something that should be streamed on YouTube for all to see? I thought about doing like a podcast during those sections. That would be fun. But I don't know what to podcast on. Podcasting is an art form that I am not very familiar with because I don't listen to very many podcasts myself. Just haven't found one that's really resonated with me yet. I found a couple that I like. Like I really enjoy Red Web from Rooster Teeth or Achievement Hunter, which that's been a situation recently. But yeah, I need to just find a good podcast to like. They usually have fixed drop aside from pickups. Oh, okay. Oh, I absolutely will have guests when I podcast. Or a Q&A type thing. Q&A would be fun. Side, how often do people refer to pickups in MMOs as pickups? You rarely see the term outside of roguelikes. I mean, I always refer to it as a drop, and if it's a drop that is unique, or if it is a drop that can only be received from one specific source, I call it a unique. And that's just how RuneScape terminology works. There could be other terms that are used in like WoW or Guild Wars or something, but yeah, typically if it's just a normal mundane item like this Irit Seed that's under my feet, I call it a drop. But if it's something like the Pyromancer outfit, I call that a unique. I don't know what it means. I mean, like, I understand pickup in terms of like power-ups, but I don't know. RuneScape terminology is a little... There's not really like a power-up or a pickup that you get that like instantly powers up your character. I think oftentimes they're just called drops too, because everything in this game drops to the floor. Everything drops to the floor. All right, going through these last 2 cakes here, and then we are done for the night. For some reason, I thought the match was starting right there. Why did I go over there and then not, like, what? Game? My clicks? Please? Please? Okay. Golly. I always get the super aggressive Wintertots right at the end of the trip. Pickups are stuff like ammo and money, where you either need a lot of it to do anything. It's consumable, doesn't have anything on its own. RuneScape doesn't really have that terminology. I mean, like, in this case, we could refer to, like, herbs or, like, just any resource in general, money, as a pickup. But that's not a term that's used in RuneScape. At least not frequently. Let's go! 81 fire making! Yas! I wonder if this means I'm starting to take 1 damage now. I remember no, okay, it is 82. I was gonna say, that was the moment of truth there to see if my calculations were incorrect. But unfortunately, they were right. As far as I can tell. Still remains to be seen by the time I actually hit 82. But this also should mean I take damage less frequently, maybe, question mark? Either way, this was the last kill of the night. You know what else remains to be seen? What are in these crates? Most of this game because it's massive. Oh, believe me, we will see every single part of this game. One of the major reasons why I picked capes in general as the thing for this account's goal to be centered around is because capes are as much of like a cool piece of armor as they are a status symbol. Like, capes literally show prestige in this game. So that's one of the big reasons why I picked it. And in order for you to get a lot of these capes, that means you just have to go through a lot of the world. All right, let's go ahead and check out what these last little crates are going to be. Got another Bruma Torch. Let's go. I did ask for a unique and I got one, so we now have 2 Bruma Torches. Okay. Okay, so we only got a Bruma Torch today. That's all right. Now, normally what you can do is you can trade in the Bruma Torch to this floating person here and get burnt pages, which are just ammo for the Tome of Fire. But if you keep 3 Bruma Torches, or if you keep your Bruma Torches and you have 3 in your bank, then the game will re-roll either a Magic Seed or a Torstall Seed, which both are high-level farming seeds that I don't have access to yet, but they are very useful. Magic Seeds are just really good XP, and Torstalls makes one of the best potions in the game. So it is going to be good to get that and stockpile these torches as I get them. But with this all being said, I am going to go ahead and end off stream for tonight. I will be back tomorrow for a much longer stream. We are going to do as much Wintertodt as possible. Hopefully we can get to the 200 kill count and break past that 200 kill count barrier. But for now, that is going to be all for the night. Thank you all so much for coming by and watching. You all have a wonderful rest of your nights.